the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo, lakad mo,
Normally.
Stuff, but getting yourself completely cancelled like that is going to make this very difficult for Tino now for the first 3-4 minutes.
TMV has to be careful here. Ends up tanking about 5 tower hits, just going through deny, which unfortunately he didn't get.
Start off the best of 5 onto Mr. Palos.
Oh my God.
He didn't pop meta or anything like that, but still giving over first blood. You hate to see it.
Especially to a Visage, right? We've seen so many times a Visage just fall way
Vincenzo
behind because
might die as well. They're going to get aggressive onto Nevermind. At least gets the Inkswell off before he's killed off, so Palos be able to rectify that previous death. Top lane, Tino's going to be in trouble as well. Maledict reapplied. And they've got a couple more ticks to go through him, and Natsumi's going to be rewarded with the kill.
and we've seen the second point in the Maledict. Tino, gotta be careful. Oh no.
Firestorm, it's only level 1, so it's not like he can really fight in it. In fact, they're just gonna leave the area and watch him tick out. Yeah, this is a exceptional pick. What do you do? Like, what do you actually do?
3 points in Firestorm, 2 points Atrophiora. It was the other way around when Mizu was playing it in that game number 2 of our previous series. And, well, another rotation through Maledict, Cask, dead.
Fiend's Gate out! No! 3 deaths on the Underlord, and bottom lane, they're putting all the aggression on as well. They've already have the Familiars for Nevermind to play with. Should look to chase down Shanks. Can't even TP out, unfortunately. Familiar's stalking him. Gush is going to be up in a couple of seconds. This will provide the damage required. TP's still on cooldown anyway from the Enigma, so it's a long chase down, adding up to their 11th kill. Dealing with the TP illusion, so maybe that can help out to stall this game.
It does, but Palace needs to make sure he's farming in the right areas and not adding another death to his score. Only 13 minutes into the game, like we've been saying before. 5 deaths, not the way that you want to take it. And unfortunately for him, he probably should be a little bit further in his own net worth.
Oh no, he splits away from the team. They cancel the TP. Death Ward utilize. They'll drag him back inside the range. And meanwhile, Xavier looks to reveal the blink as well. They should have a lot of damage to go through the CK with this Firestorm. He's able to run out of range, and there we go. First life killed off. They're playing without the Ravage too, so it's not going to be easy for Polaris. Maybe it's just a Familiar's chase down. Grimstroke's in trouble. Might just chuck out a Soulbind before he dies. Even the Death Prophet's going to TP into the middle. They're going to be cautious, those Shanks. There we go. There's the Black on the high ground. They won't have an answer to it. With the Metamorphosis damage, they're going to find a second target. As Polaris just gonna move towards Palace's direction. And they're doubling back.
Connects though. They connect, but they're gonna move forward into a different location. Bob's
gonna jump. The stun into the Death Prophet. Let's see if they're gonna be able to blow her up. The Midnight Pulse lay it down inside the river. Deeply falling lower and lower. Pops the BKB extra, but it will not matter. They've killed off Lelouch, but can they get anything more out of this? Is Palos charging towards Xavius' location? Atos along with the Inkswell to hold the back. Even Pogo sticks up to the high ground as Tino finds the double stun as Execration.
Not even needing a Blink Dagger, he says.
This Dire kind of their lineup is very run at you. Like CK blink in, DP runs at you. Tide's going to be in the middle as well. Tino's in trouble. Isn't able to cast the Fiend's Gate. And now with the Maledict on him. You see how squishy he truly does look. They're going to see Shanks as well on the tree line. Really nice micro from Nevermind. Will net themselves into a secondary kill.
I suppose the justification behind this is that, look, if I've gone the Wraith Pact on the Enigma, then even if I get a blink off, they literally have every single one of their heroes has a way to cancel my black. Eidolons, you've got even the Dragon Knight down here. As soon as they make an engagement, Bob's going to move forward and going to start pressing into this tower.
Quick thing to mention, Xavius has blink completed as well. So this is going to give them really a better way to initiate team fights. Prior was just kind of the run in from the Death Prophet or the Chaos Knight to jump in. Shanks, he's revealed his position. Bob's going to be nearby, but are they going to think about trying to turn it around with the Black Hole? Tino and Palace show up to the party. Shanks gets the ultimate off at the last second, but it won't do much as they'll turn their attention towards Xavier, so 1 for 1. Do they stick around though? Palace is going to be cautious. He doesn't get the BKB. The stun is out and he won't have an opportunity for the Sunder. Another Fiend's Gate expires in Vincenzo's face so they can chase down the 2 heroes remaining in the lane. Grimstroke killed off with ease, and Tino will be another hero to litter the ground. I mean, they still haven't dealt with this ward. It's got another 30 seconds left. It's giving them way too much information. It sees Palace, it sees Shanks as well. They're going to go straight for it. They're beelining straight to this bottom outpost. Get out, get out.
Can they get to the boys? Doesn't seem like it.
They're going to see Palace still.
Tower is under attack.
Lelouch's got Blink, so if he wants to jump into the middle, Palace going to continue to farm. He's got Shanks nearby to offer some protection, but the instant ravage and the instant blow up as Palace killed off. No hesitation from Polaris, and now they're charging for more. They're going to TP to the T2 tower, see if they can catch it. You potentially warmed up from that prior series and looking very good. Just this Aegis hoping to be the third Roche to close it out. Once again, all under a ward.
Tidehunter.
Palos charging to the middle. Lelouch is going to jump in as well, straight onto the Enigma, and they'll get rid of the Black Hole threat. Palos, let's see if it can be the X Factor to turn it around. BKB metamorphoses, easy kill onto the Tidehunter, but now with the BKB expiring, the 4-second stun into the chain control. He's without a buyback, they're without lives. And now the high ground soon to be under siege.
I didn't see that. How did they even get on the Enigma? It felt like they just collapsed so quickly and onto it.
I do not know if it was underneath that dire ward, but...
More on the front lines, under the cover of the Ninja Gear. He can be able to pick up this nice illusion rune for himself.
Xavier, he jumped into the middle. Bob's going to pounce. Team V behind him as well. Gets the cask off. You don't want to force an early BKB. They're going to do that just to blow up the Tidehunter, so they'll turn to Team V next as well. But the Voodoo switcheroo is Team V delays the inevitable, but a big advantage now. Lelouch is going to pounce into the middle. The Death Prophet, not the easiest target to bring down. BKB Aeon Disc off to the side. They've run into Shanks, but a BKB Black Hole. It's a lot of damage onto the Chaos Knight. Natsumi man fighting into the Midnight Pulse, and they'll get the kill. It's a dieback on. If he gets CK, he'll probably die. I mean, this Midnight Pulse is doing way too much to the Chaos Knight.
TB has that level 25 talent, so the extra meta duration. He popped it while underneath the Arcane Rune as well, I believe.
They're going to the north. Bob's actually going to jump inside the pit. Roche is falling lower and over. Xavier's going to pounce. Double Ravage is out. They're going to drag back the Terrorblade. They might be able to blow him up. Palace is gone. He's got a buyback to be able to rejoin the lads. They might need a Fiend's Gate to bring him in, but Tino is going out. And like you said, Enigma died off to the side.
Wouldn't have been able to either. They still weren't able to get any meaningful objectives outside of that tier 3 and mid
look at
lane
this.
of
They're still
Rack.
trying to take a fight. Bob's going to jump on towards the Witch Doctor. They're running into Nevermind in the backline as well, but they really need the damage coming through from Palace, but he's playing scared at the moment. Doesn't want to jump in the middle, and Bob, that's going to cost him his life, along with the gem dropped on the deck. And they'll even run into the Grimstroke as well as Natsumi's on cleanup duty. Oh no, Palace!
Oh...
Run, my friend. You're soon to lose meta as well. Refresh is still down for 75. So you're not going to have meta for this defense. I like the play from Polaris. Just reset. No messing around. Just take it slow. You know this meta's going to expire. They're going to jump as soon as it ends. Xavier, there we go. Second Ravage out. Time for the third Ravage. He's got plenty of mana to work with. Bye-bye, Bob. Tino's gone. And it looks like game 1 in the hands of Polaris.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, no meta for quite some time is really going to hurt them, though.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Charge! Run in! Throw and expose. I'll give Palos the ink swell, but there is just way too many summons, way too many illusions. It's a long road, and Polaris are the first ones to hit.
Oh, they nearly clawed that one back, Ares. It was close. It was close to being in the palm of their hand, and they let it slip. Mum's spaghetti, that's for sure.
Oh, not Mum Spaghetti. Place at the moment, like you said, it's really going to help out, especially Palace as well, into the tricky matchup. Vincenzo's just going to try and chase down the Mirana, kind of push her out of being a factor in this lane, but the Wraith Band should enable her to be able to kind of trade as we look at some of the other lanes. Bob on a...
Vegas is getting dived here. Ooh. What the hell? That should not happen. Like, he just stood there and tanked.
His family will understand.
He's got to be careful here. A few seconds left until he's got the Sandstorm available again. Can use the stick. Might still end up going down if he's in the wrong place. Oh, he rolled high. Oh, Palace just able to get that solo kill onto Nevermind. That's a huge kill. I mean, brings him up to level 6.5 already at this stage of the game. A full level ahead of the SK.
Very nicely done from Shanks. Wanted that last little bottle sip,
right.
but let's see if they charge up the extra. Bob's going to do so, but... yeah, he's not going to get a kill out of it. Nice read from Lelouch. Going to TP back to the T2 tower, so he's not even too far away from the action.
Gives him the salve as well, straight on back into the lane.
Quote that we have at the moment.
Honestly, it's going to sound like some Polaris better copium, but I've got to say Polaris just because, you know, you have the Medusa for one. Two, Sand King, very, very strong in the late game. It's honestly not that much weaker than it used to be late game. It's really just the early game that was impacted. And you've got a DK. And I mean, how many times have we seen a DK just transition into being this beast late?
Oh, what the... What? What was the damage? I thought.
I mean, he didn't have Mana Shield on.
Yeah, I was looking at his whole bar. I'm like, hey, does he have Mana Shield on? What's going on? Is this another repeat? At least. Ward, never mind.
He's gone.
He's gonna jump the Rubik. Vincenzo stunned for the moment. Doesn't get the sustain enough to be able to keep them alive. But Tino! Oh, what an arena! As Bob charges into the middle, but the Stone Gaze is gonna delay this. Natsumi protected for the moment. Is going to back off towards the T2 tower, but they haven't got anything more. It was just the MVP killed off, and now he's brought back to try and help out for this second round. But it will not be required as a further fight doesn't break out. It's just closing in the initial one. As Lelouch will end it with a killing spree, and it's only the Pogner going down. Look to end the game at a decent time.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I like the fact that these supports are just making themselves hard to kill, or at least they have the plan to do that, right? Top side, are they looking to make a bit of a movement here? Natsumi has to be careful.
Hino's gonna jump early. There's no real follow-up as Nevermind follows him inside the arena. They want to target down the Sand King instead. Will give Medusa an opportunity to pop the Stone Gaze, and TMV once again life-draining Natsumi to a respectable health pool where she can stand her ground and man fight, but Bob... he wants another story, charging the middle. They stole the burrow. Oh, Shakes. That is beautiful. We were mentioning how does grouped up like that's
out of position.
Really okay.
Yeah.
I was going to charge in the middle. They got the ward on the back line. They'll control the Medusa for the moment. It's a really early use of the BKBs, and now you've got to think twice if you want to continue the fight, because Nevermind charging up the extra. They're going to jump into the middle. But it looks like the TA is in trouble. Arrow's going to find the connection, but the shield's still on cooldown. Palace is actually going to stand his ground and look to turn with the help of Bob charging in. Four being killed off out of nowhere, and now Natsumi. He's going to be cautious. Speeds back up. Tino. There we go. There's the stun. Team B is going to look to buy back. They need to deal with the Pugner if they're going to ever have a thought of killing off Natsumi. Because look at all the mana back. Oh my, Natsumi. That's filthy.
Oh, I think Abaddon accidentally forced off the Mars backments, right? You got to give him the ability to farm that.
Scary. Scary, Danog. Palace he's got the DD. But a third duration left. They're going to drop the ward on the higher gun. Polaris, it looks like they're aware of it. Tino's going to jump. Palace instantly towards the Dragonite as well. They're going to try and burst him down before the BKB. Lelouch gets it off at the last second. Now with the life drain, and Nevermind flies over the walls, but the damage is not enough. BKB's protecting Execration. Now they want to take the fight. They're happy with a longer drawn-out fight thanks to the Exo, but Palace is going to respect the T2 tower. A 4-star 3 position protected for the Mel for the moment. It's going to turn towards Lelouch instead, but they'll bring him down. No Templar Assassin. There's a big issue for Execration's damages. Never mind. He's back in. Another Burrow Strike onto 2, and Execration haven't found anyone, and they've got to get out. I don't think they can stick around. They're trying to maybe see if they can snipe one of these low heroes, but
Yeah.
AC as well for the DK. Oh boy.
It's so hard to stop this siege. Like, Polaris' game plan is very simple. Wait for Roche, play around this, and take the base.
They're going to try and jump the Dragonite once again, and this time they will kill him off without any of Polaris being able to interfere, but now they're going for the Pugner instead. All right, that's a pretty valuable target if you can get rid of him. Ooh,
And Roche is just up.
They saw Netherwall too? Okay, it's pretty big.
That's not the game plan, Lelouch. You need to just be a little bit more passive. You know Roshan's
Issues with their lanes though, this Medusa illusion. They're split up. I mean, this is an ideal fight for Polaris. They're going to jump to Mars. Nice 4-star for way to reposition Tino. So he's going to drop a defensive arena. Palace is nearby as well to try and deal the damage onto Lelouch, but they've got to be cautious. The rest of Raiden showing up to the neighborhood as Bob jumps straight onto Natsumi. The Stone Gaze BKB protecting Natsumi. They did steal the Stone Gaze. They've got to be cautious now, but this longer drawn-out fight, a double leap to reposition, but Palace is back into the middle, wanting to do the damage, trying to man-fight the Medusa. There we go. The stolen Stone Gaze is Shanks, targeting straight into the river. The arrow's going to connect on Palace, instantly taken away. Palace is not winning this man-fight. Ferg Asia's down. How can they set up for round 2? I don't know if they're going to be able to. Wait, Palace! He jumps in! They get the help, but protected for the BKB. He's going to...
probably a little bit too aggressively placed Netherwood, but it'll do.
No, there we go. Glyph, not really going to give them too much die. They're already reset outside the base. Now Natsumi's going to find an opportunity to go in, but the barracks were destroyed. So they didn't get the speed connection to the backline. Medusa still Stone Gaze, trying to stand his ground and man fight. Mana has been evaporated. They saw the Stone Gaze once again. Luke's going to try and BKB TP out. Can he get in front? Shanks, he does.
Nice,
Cancels
Shanks.
the TP from the Dragonite. So get at least 1 kill onto Lelouch. He does have a buyback. It's going to cost you your full set of bottom barracks.
Are fortified.
Makes it a lot more challenging. A little surprised he didn't go a bit further forward, but we've seen the impact of Mars being able to get that Blink Spear back.
We bathe in Miss Dyer's middle
See
belly.
how
Huge
quickly
jump.
they're able to...
They're trying to blow a
Clean them
Bob. They
up.
might be able to
Oof.
do so. Once again, the telekinesis, 4-star out. Bob's okay. The damage from Natsumi is really starting to ramp up. Tina's going to turn with the arena drop, but they're on the low ground. Never mind inside the middle. It's a decent chunk of damage. But looks like TA's still in trouble. She popped the BKB after the Helmet, so it's a wasted magic immunity. And now Polaris are just charging to the TA. They know she's vulnerable. There's no escape for the carry on Execration, as they might be able to get more as well. Never mind. He got a whiff of vision onto Bob, but the Sheev is slow.
Radiant's top tower
We'll
is
get
under
Bob out of
attack.
harm's way. Don't get greedy, Bob.
Don't do it, Bob.
get
Don't do it, Bob.
greedy.
Can't win a war without money.
I feel like they don't feel confident unless, like, unless they knew Sand King was top.
Lelouch,
Like,
they see
it's not really
Lelouch.
top.
They see Lelouch. Tino's gonna jump. It's a lot of damage already towards a Dragonite. Pops a BKB. Somebody get out of the arena. So that is arena now wasted. But Bob used
Also
Exo
Stone
as
Gaze.
well.
Stays my hand.
Dyer's courier.
They can back up to their own high ground ward. They keep the refresher shot over to Natsumi. So it's got another round of the Stone Gaze that they're going to look to implement now with this team fight by the Secret Shop. 4-star telekinesis, everything used to get Bob back to safety. Tino's doing an exceptional job with this bulwark, mitigating the damage from Natsumi, where they're turning to deal with the Medusa, but a decrypt protecting Natsumi for long enough. Round 2. How do you set yourselves up? Can they go in? Nevermind's going to jump with the epicenter, targeting Palace, but he's still got a BKB. Over towards the Medusa, they go, but Palace is without refraction charges. Down goes the Templar Assassin. No buyback available. Mars will join her in the afterlife. As that should be all she wrote. Palace, without a buyback, makes this hold ridiculously hard. 5 on 3. Yum, 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 yum.
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh boy,
has fallen.
T4's gone down.
Radiant's
Execration.
middle tower is under
What's
attack.
the call?
Radiant's middle tower has
Thrones
fallen.
exposed. You won't have Exo. And they know there's no defense. They're going to call it quits. Polaris 2-0 up in our best of 5. They are looking really strong.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I called it out during the draft. I just felt like they didn't have an answer for this Medusa. There were a couple of times in the early game where Natsume was just caught a little bit out of position, and they were able to punish it. But for me, it was really, again, the newer additions to Polaris in TMV and Nevermind that were able to carry them through those scary mid-game stages. You know, TMV making
Sanking.
That's not what you said, though. You said,
Sure, you're right.
"Don't do
But
this,
just
Dale."
okay. So my concern is that I think Polaris are going to be a little bit better late game. Let's hold that thought. Shanks is charging up.
He still puts the ward down.
Tino as well. They want to get rid of TMV to start. Well, you were speaking about the tri-lane for first blood. Why not have a 5-on-5? There's a bow strike clipping everyone. Now Palace needs to run the opposite
Stroke coming in
direction.
too.
They have the damage. Palos doesn't eat the stroke. They go for Shanks instead. Might be the easier kill
Coming
knowing
through.
that he had the arrow. So there will be no leaps away as Nevermind finds out first blood in the game 3. How do we really expect DK to kind of play the early game? Like as soon as he hits level 6, is he considering about these rotations at all?
Not necessarily rotations. I mean, you might want to rotate to the CK's lane just because, again, your damage is going to be pretty overwhelming. It's really more dependent on, well, does your team have detection? Because the only one that's going to be able to reliably keep that lane pushed out is the Sand King.
Oh, Vincenzo.
Never mind. Who wants to be farming?
Hate to see it. He tried to move to the west, dodging the Nevermind Sand King from stepping in, but
Dire's middle
because of this
tower is
direction
under
to the
attack.
4-minute mark,
He's doing a great job down here. Even before, just when he was trading with the Grimstroke.
oh, Lelouch might be in
he made
trouble.
sure-
Shanks rotation mid. Bob's gonna need one more swipe. Gonna try and run away from the range creep so the side blade doesn't get the spill. Shanks leaps over the tree line, but the trap's slow. They're gonna dive the tower, and Shanks gets him. A big one to find. It will come at a cost, but that is a cost well and truly worth living.
With that tome of knowledge that he's got coming out to him shortly, so we're approaching that timing that I was talking about. The DK almost level 9. He's having a great
Dire's
start on
bottom
Palace so
tower
far.
is under attack.
Check it out.
Dire's structures
Got
are
the haste. They've got the observer as well, just to make sure that no one else is behind TMV. Bottom lane, though, it does leave this Dragon Knight vulnerable, as Nevermind's going to reveal the blink. First epi of the game, and plenty of damage to be able to get the kill. It does come at a cost of the tier 1 tower, but Bob... Oh, I like this play.
You can steal this away. This would be enormous. You've got the Rolling Thunder.
all I can give us.
Gonna try and charge in, Nevermind. Only 1 point in the bar extraction, enough to be able to catch up. Meanwhile, off to the side, Tino is solo killing Natsumi. He's gonna have a reality rift up in a couple of seconds. Without the Phantasm
Red
illusion, though, they might be missing out on the damage. So chase him down, Nevermind. Oh, the double burrow onto both supports. They get the Bane, now eyeing up Shanks as well.
How close is Armlet? Armlet's finished. Coming on the courier right now. It's approaching go time. Maybe just wanting to wait for that Fiend's Grip to be available because Rolling Thunder is the real bane of your existence right now.
They might jump
You just need to make
Palos.
sure that that's not available.
Mid lane, he's only got Bob behind him. I tell you what, there's nothing a TA can do. It's a lot of damage onto TMV, forcing out the early burrow time, and a couple of hits will melt away the life of the Abaddon. Now, Lelouch is considering charge.
Is, well, it's in the name. It's unnecessary. Shanks is up on the top side, just pushing the wave in, denying away experience if people don't respond to it. He's 150 gold away from his
Dire's top
Aghanim Scepter.
tower is under
And
attack.
like I said before, Palos having that
Radiant's bottom
BKB is going to be
tower is
so
under
important
attack.
at just being able to stand and fight onto whoever in the middle of these engagements.
Nevermind. Jumping instantly onto Bob. Bob's gonna be in mega trouble here with the damage over time. They turn it around on the Sand King, but the damage has been dealt. They've killed off the Templar Assassin. Now Tino's gonna be the next on the agenda. Shanks would chuck out a straight arrow to try and offer up some assistance, but that only really makes the Lelouch even angrier. A double for the Pango. Gives him now the blink dagger. Other cause of farming, but again, it's a Medusa that we feel like is going to be very scary to deal with. Team B?
Nearly getting
Might
one
have
shot.
Nevermind jump as well. They're going to go towards the Templar Assassin instead as the epicenter coming out the last second. The damage over time gets rid of Bob's health pool. But the rest of Radiant is still in fighting shape. As Nevermind under the cover of the Sandstorm might make it away. Blink up in a couple of seconds. Oh, he does. He gets out. And they're even looking for Tino now. They've... Davies. It's a really good ward. Nevermind's going to charge up the Epi. They're going to try and target down the Templar Assassin. Once again, the Nightmare will give Bob enough time to reset. Meanwhile, off to the side, they killed Lelouch. Shanks, and it looks like Tino was able to step in to offer them assistance, but you got to respect Natsumi now. This Skadi completed. Here's a big issue in the fights. He's able to get the Stone Gaze off instantly. Deals with the Phantasm summons. Bob's almost solo killing Nevermind. Charge back. Oh, they're looking to get out. They TP out on Medusa. Everyone's TPing out. Okay. They at least have one stun, so TMV will not be as fortunate as almost gets the courier as well. Smoke up, Nevermind again. Nice blink reactions, but he's gone to the right side, a little bit away from Execration. Aeon is activated for Nevermind, so he's not going to be blown up to start the fight, but he's still going to be cautious of his positioning. Protected for the Sandstorm for the moment, but Bob, he's the one that's not protected. Lelouch bouncing back and forth off the walls. They secure the last little bit of damage. But now over to the Medusa they go as the arrow is on point from Legolas once again. And now they are swarming Natsumi. He has TMV nearby, offering the sustainability to try and keep the Medusa alive, but it will not matter as Execration finally get the Medusa. Now thinking about TMV. A Pogo stick to reposition, but a long Chaos Bolt following the Abaddon as Palace ends the fight up to a killing spree now for the position 1 Dragon Knight.
Man, look at how many Puras are low.
Nevermind. Always the threat of the big epicenter inside the middle is going to jump solo on Tino. It's a beautiful Nightmare, giving Tino an opportunity, but it's still without the BKB. Now with the backline, Lelouch. Fiends creeps out. Instant use of the Aeon Dix. Now Bob's in trouble as well. Gonna turn with his own BKB to TP out. So Lelouch just does a good old U-turn straight to the Bane, straight to the high ground. He can bounce back and forth. Once again, another Aeon Dix buying a little bit of time, but the secondary stun afterwards. Lelouch has got to respect Bob's damage. Blink is available. Natsumi's going to act as a bodyguard. In borrowed time, getting rid of the Abaddon as well. You can't try and... I don't think you can try and blow up the Medusa. Because you're going to have a Rolling Thunder, you're going to have Epicenter dropped on her head, you're going to have an Ink Swell to protect him, the Abaddon as well. It just seems too difficult. Lelouch?
Question is, who do you go on then?
Well, it's going to be the Bane that Polaris are jumping. Vincenzo's in trouble. Bob's going to look to turn it around. The damage on Nevermind is really starting to stack up. It's a big kill for Bob to be able to find, but down to the low ground, Lelouch is going to turn his attention towards Natsumi's target. Forcing out an early BKB usage, but Palos turned to stone. Once again, Skadi continuing to slow him down towards the backline. Hang on, Tino gets a kill onto Xavius. BKB offering some repositioning aspect. Lelouch eats the arrow as well. But where's the damage source? Finally, Bob's able to come from the right side. They've already lost 3. Make it a 4th. Do they have any way to bring down Natsumi now? Menace slowly getting burnt away. They will indeed to take control as Execration. Somehow,
It's going to be right underneath this vision, though. TMV, good positioning. Let's see if they cover all entrances into the high ground.
They got the ward, okay. Ward. Now the ward's going to get placed instantly.
Immediately removed.
And they're going to jump
Feels bad.
as soon as they lose the ward. Lelouch, he's onto the Dragon Knight. Bob's able to reposition. Lelouch might be in trouble for the moment. He's going to be alright to the northern side. Tino is away from backup again. BKB, TP out, but they're able to bring him down. Now Execration, you got to get out.
Yeah. You had one job on mind on Lelouch there, and that was get TA to pop the BKB.
Ooh, Vincenzo Force Execration actually going to jump back in. Never mind, protected for the moment with the Aeon disc, but now the Dragon Knight's in trouble. Turn to stone. BKB's going to do nothing. Nightmare buying some time. He pops a refresher shot for another BKB, but it won't do anything as Natsumi's just raining down arrows. Oh. I don't know what it is.
I mean, Bob just, it doesn't feel safe to go in without that BKB. It's his safety net. You know, so many times they've been able to get turned around upon by this Nevermind Sand King. Need to be careful.
Be more farmed. Come on now. Tino forcing reactions is Nevermind. What is that burrow strike? Clipping 2. Tino doesn't have a buyback. And now with a respawn on Bob, but needs to get the refraction charges out, stopping a lot of the damage here, but Bob's in trouble. He doesn't have enough gold for the buyback as well. He's able to reposition back to the safety of the fountain, but they're still in trouble. Never mind. Another jump in, clipped out on Palos. BKB at the last second, but the Skydy's slow, halting him in his tracks. How do you find out without BKBs? I don't think you can. Nevermind's gonna charge up the epic for another double burrow strikers. Nevermind. What is this man doing to Execration?
Shanks nearly dies inside the fountain as well. He almost stuffed up that initiation previously. Arrow. Oh, Shanks, let's go Legolas.
Bob posturing aggressively. They got the rollers on the fall up as well. The Yules on the back line. They control the Bane, making sure there's no nightmare opportunity. Never mind, what have you done? What an addition. What an addition to Polaris. My guy is looking top tier.
Turns out you got to ban out the Sand King against this guy because he will he'll serve it to you.
Throne exposed.
This is looking like being a 3-zip.
And it is. The sweep's coming out. 2-1-5. Tino and Shanks against the world, but the Medusa objective-based gaming, and they will do it. Polaris crowned your new Pro Series champions in 3-0 fashion. They got the rematch. They were knocked down to the lower bracket thanks to Execration, but they played the earlier series 2-1ing NGXC. They come into the grand finals warm as anything, and they demolish Execration. No remorse from them.
Very, very spicy and exactly what you want out of your first big tournament as a new addition to the roster. So yeah, big congrats to Polaris. Nevermind. What a performance, man. He's just constantly always in position, going for the...
Right. Trinkets.